Hello world, it's Dave again, and I've got another travel in Japan video for you here. Just recently, because it's fall, I had gone to Awamata. I believe it's Awamata. Let me check. Yes, Awamata no Taki, which is it's locally famous. Can't say I ever heard of it before I came to Japan, but it's this waterfall in Chiba Prefecture that the fall colors are supposed to be amazing. You know, all these beautiful, rich red, vermilion, all this good stuff. And so I went there over the weekend to snap some photos of the changing colors and just the whole trip around the waterfall. Sad to say, even though it's November, it's been a pretty warm fall or whatever, I guess, so far. And so there's not a lot of change in the colors yet, but that does not diminish the fact that this was an absolutely beautiful place. And when you get to the bottom of the waterfall, there's this beautiful cobblestone path that leads around the river where it's pouring downwards to. And I went for a walk along that, snapping more photos. Quickly to say that all these photos are going to be down in the links down below in the description. So check that out, which is a Dropbox link. There's about 27 photos there of this trip around. And like I say, it's just beautiful, even without the changing colors. Just to see the waterfall itself, to see the cobblestone path that I was going along, all these overhanging branches. Really, really beautiful stuff. Interesting scenery in Japan to check out. Um, After I went around the waterfall, I can't believe I'm starting to feel old that I go to places for the fall colors. I'm just like, oh God, got to do something young and stupid to compensate. But after I went to this waterfall, I went to this other place, which dates me and makes me feel old again, but damn it, it's cool, I think. It's called the Herb Island, which if you're from Vancouver, this might be misleading. You're like, oh, the Herb Island, that sounds great, but it's not quite as exciting as you might think in that respect. The Herb Island is an organic greenhouse that is out in the countryside in the middle of nowhere, it feels like, and you go into there and they've got all this stuff still growing through, I think, through winter, just like the greenhouse can keep it going. And it's beautiful organic food, and they got like a cafe there. They've got a wicked gift shop that you can go to. I picked up a few things from my Japanese sensei for her lesson. She's always bringing me food and gifts, so I figured, you know, occasionally I got to reciprocate to not lose my mind with guilt. But this was a beautiful place to go to. Like I say, it was just so natural, and you know, you could tell that it survived because of the local interest in it. And things like that are rare and rare, just with you know, kind of chains taking replacing these smaller businesses and stuff. So I love to see a local business like that, and something so unique. The whole inside of it is really cool. And I took pictures of all that as well. So it's not only going to be the waterfall, but you're going to see the inside of this greenhouse that I was walking through that I think is really cool. It's really unique. You can go there for spices and stuff, and you get like a little bag, and you can walk down the rows, and they don't monitor you. They just trust you to do this like an adult. And you can pick whatever it is that you want to buy, and then you just bring it up to the front, and they know what to charge you. And I believe they just weigh it there. A last little thing I want to do. I got this bag. You can see Herb Island here. They didn't write it in katakana, so it's like yes. And I think this is awesome. This is something I found in Japanese that when they do write things in English, sometimes it comes out, well, the majority of the time it comes out kind of really strange because it's just lost in translation what exactly it is that they're trying to say. But sometimes, just sometimes, the nature of the Japanese language in translation is to make English sound very poetic or to be translated very poetically. And the little blurb that they have for the Herb Island, I think, is beautifully poetic. So I'm going to read that to you now as a final little add-on to this video here because I don't want it to go too long. So, Herb Island and their thoughts on their business. I will arise and go now, and go to Herb Island, and a small cabin build there of clay and wattles made. I don't know what wattles are. Many grasses will I have there, a hive for the honey bee, and live alone in the flavorous glade. That's beautiful. So I thought that was kind of cool. That's good. So down in the description, you're going to have the link for my Dropbox folder that's going to give you all the pictures that I'm talking about. That's the greenhouse and the waterfall. Also, I want to put a link down there below for you for a song, because on a generic video like this, although I'm now doing language videos, I still like to do that little Japanese word and song suggestion for you. And so the song today is a band I love, but I hadn't listened to recently, was The National, and I just heard a song by them recently, and it's called About Today. Real beautiful, sad song. So that's going to be down below there. The Japanese word today, although I'm making these Japanese lessons, like I say, will be to open, which is akemasu, and shimemasu is to close. So 2 words. There you go. So song, pictures, Japanese, all down in the description. If you enjoy this video, please do like, subscribe, share, all that stuff. Maybe other people will check out my travels around Japan. I appreciate you dropping by. It's always a good time. And like I like to say, until we meet again next time, world, thanks for tripping with Dave, and ciao for now.